bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Well, good morning. It's late morning. I've just got done putting Hay out, and I was trying to catch the postal carrier, but she drove off before I could get there. I was hurrying to get her a bar of soap. I didn't even wrap it because I was in such a hurry, but she drove off before I could get it to her, so maybe she'll be delivering tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, he tried. Oh, me. So I'm going back here to check the rabbit waters and feeders and make sure everybody's got... I filled them all up yesterday, but I want to just go do a quick double check to make sure everybody's got water. We're expecting some rain and a cold front to come through tonight, this afternoon tonight. So I wanted to make sure everybody had hay, because that's what's, that's what they need to stay warm. Like, this guy's out of water, so we'll get him some water. But yeah, so I'm just kind of going around double checking everybody's stuff, making sure they've got what they need, and it's good to stay busy, I think, right now for me. Everybody always asks me how I get so much stuff done, and it's because I need to stay busy. If I don't stay busy, I start thinking too much, and that's never good for anybody. That's never good for anybody. She needs some water too. So I'm going to fill up these waters real quick, and then I'll check back in. Don't y'all look handsome and ready for the holidays? Y'all look lovely and ready for the holidays. Not to eat, though. We're not going to eat you for the holidays. Couldn't if we wanted to anyway, because our oven doesn't work. So it doesn't matter. Even if we wanted to eat you, we couldn't. But we wouldn't. Heck yeah, Pizza Pro Pizza is the best. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, well, it is finally starting to rain a little bit outside. I've gotten everything done outside and went to town and got pizza, as you saw. I love Pizza Pro, man. That's my favorite pizza place. It's locally owned by actually my neighbors that live just down the mountain from me own it. But that almost sounds like ice falling outside. It's supposed to get cold, so, we might have some. I am cutting out the little doll parts here, read up on how to put it together a little bit, and I'm cutting out the pieces, and going to get those sewed up real quick. Funnily enough, I have a similar doll. It's the same structure, exactly the same structure, just with a different print. It's a Christmas one. I was telling Carol that this morning when I talked to her on the phone. It's a Christmas one, and I thought, well, how funny that those are the same exact structure, just different prints on the dresses, to make it a Christmas doll instead of just a Victorian doll. So I'm working on this right now. I was going to mention a couple of things that I haven't mentioned yet. We talked briefly on my podcast about the Long Dog Sampler pandemic pattern that came out. It was free for a while. It's not free anymore, but it was free for a while to download on their website. We are doing that actually as a stitch along this next year. It is a huge sampler, and there's a lot of Facebook groups about it. People have already finished it and stuff. And the cool thing about the Facebook group is there is an album where people have made modifications to the pattern. to make it more appropriate. Like there is one for the health workers, and they've replaced one of the designs for health workers, put in them. And then there was one where they put in Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and they put in a thing for Black Lives Matter. So I have downloaded all the mods that I want to do into a photo album on my phone, and I'm going to sit down with the pattern and figure out where they should go. There's several of us doing it in my Zoom group. There's really no schedule, but I'm going to have a hashtag for it. So keep your eyes out for that on my Instagram feed. I'm going to have a hashtag board, and I will periodically draw prizes out of that. There's also another one called the New Normal, and I also want to do that one too, but Pandemic is going to take a while. It's a big piece. It's like 330 stitches by 400. I mean, it's a big piece. I've already got my fabric and my floss for it, and I'll just show it to you. Drop my iron here. Okay, so what I decided to do is I'm doing it on 28 count, and this is a color called Wood Violet. That's the piece. That's how big it is right there. That's cut with like a 3-inch border all the way around it for framing. And this is 28 count, so I'm going to do it over 2. And then my floss is DMC, but it's a variety called Colorist. That is a variegated floss, and it has like purples and browns and grays and everything. It looks really pretty worked up, so I think that'll be a good choice. So that's one of the things that was gonna mention. We are doing a stitch along for that all of next year, just for fun mostly, and moral support. We'll be in our Zoom group if you need moral support. Also too, I just wanted to mention that I know a lot of people are not able to be with family, or maybe you're like me and you really don't have family to be with on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So don't forget that my Zoom room is open. If you want to get on there and nobody's around, you can just hang out, or you can message me, and I'm sure I'll be on there at some point both days after I do my chores. Boy, it's really raining now. The rain chance that was gone away has now come back with a vengeance, apparently. So anyway, I was just going to mention that, y'all, if y'all need some company on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, come check out the Zoom group. So I'm going to keep cutting out this doll, and I'll check in with y'all in a little bit. Well, I've got the little doll almost done here. I've got to sew on her arms. I've got her, the dress called for ribbon in the skirt, but I think since this is a doll that's actually going to be played with, I went ahead and put elastic. And then it also called for ribbon in the sleeves, but I decided to go ahead and put elastic in those. So now what I do is I sew the arms on. So what I'm going to do is use this doll needle, and I'm going to go inside the sleeve and sew through the body, so that it won't show up on the outside. It'll let the arm stay free. And actually, I think what I'm going to use is some heavier weight thread. I've got some buttonhole twist thread here that I think will be really good for this. It's a little bit heavier, and it's waxed, so it's stronger. I've got a big doll needle here that I can sew all the way through the body with, so that's helpful also. So what I'm going to do is sew through the arm and the back side of the sleeve into the body. That's the way, and it's kind of an unusual way to do it, but it keeps you from having to set sleeves into the little dress, I guess, and not everybody's comfortable doing that. So I decided, though, to go ahead, like I said, and use the elastic, because this is a doll that the intention is for it to actually be played with, rugged, than just using ribbon. If it was just going to be a decoration or something, I would probably just use the ribbon on it. But since she's meant to be played with, I'm going to go ahead and I went ahead and used the elastic. So I'm just sewing through. I went into the sleeve and I went under the front of the sleeve and into the arm. And I'm just pulling through here just to make sure that I've got it. Oops, this knot's not big enough. But anyway, so yeah, I'll show you when I get her all sewed up. Okay, well, I've got her all done. She's all fixed up and ready to go. Got to straighten up your sleeve there, Missy. But I've got her done. I'm going to do the little devil horns, I think, here in a little while. Or maybe I'll get up in the morning and do them. I don't really have anything planned for tomorrow morning other than just the usual chores. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh,